what we are all made of, like the blood, fluids, cells, we know that. But what is all this surroundings made up of? Like for example, the whiteboard or the earth, the universe, it is so huge. What is all that made of? Something very basic, right? Have you thought of it? I haven't thought of that idea. I know a person. Come, let's ask her. Why fear when chemistry genie is here? See, the answer is very simple. From smallest drop of water to the biggest oceans, mountains, universe, everything is made of something called as matter. Oh, is it? Okay. But what exactly are you trying to mean by naming it as matter? What is matter? Matter can be defined as something which is having both mass and volume. So, matter can be defined as something that is having both mass and volume. But let me give you a task. Now everybody go and stand on a weighing machine. What weighing machine does? Obviously, it shows your weight. So if suppose I was there, it might have shown around 20 kgs. So what is that actually trying to mean? What the weighing machine is telling you? It is telling that there is something inside your body. Means, do we all have a mass? Yes, we all have something inside us which is nothing but the mass. Now you are sitting and watching the video. I am standing and explaining. So are we all not occupying some space like to settle or sit, stand? Yes, means volume. That is, we are occupying some space. So now can I conclude you to be a matter? Yes, of course I can. So if you are a matter, then I am also a matter. So this marker is a matter, whiteboard is a matter, everything in this universe, it is matter. Okay Genie, I completely agree with you. See, if everything in this universe is a matter, then why are the things differing? For example, this whiteboard is white in color, but my clothes, it is pink in color, and also the texture is so much different. Then what exactly are you calling or naming as matter? Shani Bachchi, now you are thinking. See, matter is a very broad concept. Few minutes ago, what I was telling, I told that you are a matter, I am a matter, this whiteboard is a matter, everything is a matter. But that matter also has its own basic characteristics. If I tell you and explain you all the basic characteristics, your doubts will be cleared. Before going in detail what the characteristics are or the normal board method, let us do a small task, okay? What I'm doing? I'm taking a chalk. Now everybody take a chalk, break it into two pieces. What are these two pieces? Chalk pieces, correct? Now further I'll go on breaking, and at one stage what I get? I get the powder of it. What is difference between these two things? Nothing, right? Nothing much. Only just the size. The characteristics of this powder and the bigger chalk piece is same. So the smaller pieces of chalk are nothing but the particles of this. So in the same way, every matter also has further smaller basic units called as particles. So if this marker is our matter, this also has smaller units called as particles. This whiteboard has particles. Everything also has further smaller units called as particles in them. Genie, I can't just wait. Now tell me the characteristics. Ruko bhai, zara sabr rakho. See, the characteristics are mainly three. First one is space. Now what you do? Go to the kitchen and prepare a sugar syrup. How will be the sugar syrup taste? Obviously, sweet in taste, correct? But how did that sweetness come? Like, is it you are able to differentiate, this is the water molecule, yes, this is the sugar molecule? No, everything had got mixed up very well. What exactly had happened is, think this is your glass and you are filled entirely with the water and you are adding some sugar cubes to it. So if I just zoom in a part of it and see, here are the water molecules. And in the middle, what has happened? The sugar molecules have occupied their space. So because of this reason, the syrup what you got was sweet in taste. So now can I conclude the particles of matter are having some space between them? Yes. So the first characteristic is particles of matter have space between them. Second one, it is of attraction. See what when I was explaining, this marker, how is this marker? Tight, intact. The shape has remained the same, correct? Is it that the marker particles all are flowing in the air? Am I searching marker in the air? No, it is intact, correct? So, the marker particles are having some attraction between them. They have some bond between them. So, in the same way, every matter it is, for example, this whiteboard, or this marker, or my specs, or your mobile, everything, all the particles are having some attraction between them, and that is the second characteristic of particles, or second characteristic of matter. Third one, think your mom is preparing some very tasty food, for example, some non-vegetarian and all. Aha, what fragrance, correct? But how did that fragrance reach from kitchen to your room? Something to be thought, right? There are mainly two reasons for this. What is happening is, your mom is preparing the tasty dish. These vapors are getting mixed with the vapors in the air. So this intermixing which is happening is defined as diffusion. So diffusion is intermixing of two different matters. But intermixing is happening, agreed. But how did it travel from kitchen to your room? That is because every particle has vibration. It is always in continuous vibration. Because of that, it was able to reach to your room. That is nothing but they have the kinetic energy. They possess some energy. So as she goes on preparing, as the boiling increases of the food, the fragrance will be more and more. So now can I tell that kinetic energy is something proportional to temperature? Yes. Is it that as soon as she starts preparing you get the fragrance? No. Once it starts boiling, the fragrance increases. So kinetic energy is directly proportional to temperature. As you go on increasing the temperature, the kinetic energy of the particles also increases. So space, attraction and the kinetic energy or the motion. So these are the three basic characteristics of any matter. Understood? So I think now you've got to know all the answers to your questions. So what particles with which I am made up of is different from the particles what board has. So because of that, the behavior of the particles also is different. So that is why the behavior or the differences has occurred with the matter in this universe. Wow, Jenny, I got to know so many things from you. But I have another question. See, when I took water and I keep it in fridge, it turns into ice. But the same if I keep it for boiling, it turns into vapor state. So why is that all like, why is that form changing? What is that all form called as? See, every matter has three forms of it. What you are telling, the ice, that is nothing but the, yes, that is the solid state. And the normal water, what we drink or we use, that is in, correct, that is in liquid state. And the last one, once you keep it for boiling, you told it is turning into vapor, that is it is turning into gas. So the third one is gaseous form or the gaseous state. So solid, liquid and gas are the three states of matter. Exactly, Jeannie, I was asking about this itself. So what is solid, liquid or gas? What is all that? Oh my god, I'm fed up with your questions. How many questions will you ask? I'm going. Wait, Jeannie, I have one last question. Okay, ask now. Who is this balloon man Only chemistry, please. I'm leaving now. Bye bye. See you in the next class.